everyone. Today's sharing will have a topic related with culture, and also we'll find out more about cultural identity. So we'll highlight what is the question about culture and cultural identity. So you will find why this is important to know culture related with language, of course. Then later on, what can make an effect related with the personal cultural identity. Okay, talking about cross-culture understanding and cross-culture study, it means we need to know the definition of the culture first. Based on Levin, one of the cultural study experts, said that culture is a shared background. For example, about national, ethnic, religion, for a common language and communication style, custom. We can have it as belief, attitude, and some of the values. That's why if we study cross-cultural understanding, we need to prepare several discourse related with this. That's why we can imply later on, related with the English communication, related with our field, in our daily communication with others, in our complex setting, because we do not just talk to those who have the same shared background, the same shared knowledge. We'll talk to others unpredicted. Related with the culture, people become aware of their culture when they stand at its boundary. So when they encounter other culture, or when they become aware of other ways of life, ways of doing things, or merely of contradiction of their own culture, that's why it is the problem of the culture. But the problem need to be faced, because in reality we always encounter differences, different background, different ways of life, and etc. That's why it is very important to know about culture, cultural identity, and then more about it. To minimize problems, to minimize unsuccessful communication that lead to miscommunication, and then moreover, it helps us in our communication. That's all. Okay, we'll continue related with the cultural identity. Culture importance. So we'll go to the complexity of what is cultural identity. Once again, what we have discussed before related with the importance of culture and language, it is related with cultural identity. If we see an analogy, like if you know about the iceberg, we have the surface and we have more on the bottom of the sea. So in facing cultural identity is like facing an iceberg. Some are interpreted directly by seeing the interlocutors interaction, when we do the communication with others. But that just surface, yeah. Beyond of it, there are many things that we cannot ensure. We cannot make it sure yet. It is like the bottom of it. So if we see it, it's like an iceberg once again. Yeah. Okay. While studying, you can also drink of coffee. Yeah. You can make kind of analogy like coffee too. We cannot see whether this is consists of sugar or not before we taste it, right? So you may. Okay. Seeing an iceberg, easy to see. We can see custom. We can see kind of physical appearance, yeah, courtesies, language, behavior, action, gender, race. But beyond of it, we have some of value. Maybe some about personality that cannot be seen directly, and many more. Yeah, like maybe some students have a problem. Some people have a problem with the sexual orientation, with the thought, with the perspective, with the religion, and once again, it's all about cultural identity. Yeah. So in facing those phenomena, yeah, because it's quite complicated, yeah, after knowing about what is culture, what is the importance in studying this in cultural studies, yeah, related with CCU, of course, then related with the relation of language and culture, and then in the implementation, in the reality, it is like an iceberg. So to make it successfully, yeah, to maximize the percentage of it, we must know about it, and then we will take a generalization like having a mapping. Yeah, what is a mapping? Yeah, a mapping here in CCU related with cultural identity is called by web. Yeah, web of identities. So those points that I mentioned, yeah, previously can lead us into what is called by web of identity. Yeah. Then those web of identity can be seen like this. Yeah. And then related with the web of identity, we need to avoid the negative impact of it, the negative effect of it. It's called by the dark side of identity. Why? Because it makes communication unsuccessfully. It hurts other feeling. Yeah, it treats others unwell. Yeah, we will mention several samples of dark side of identity. The first one, stereotypes. So, what is stereotypes? Stereotype is a categorization that mentally organize your experience, our experience with, and guides your behavior toward a particular group of people. So that's stereotypes. Yeah. Okay. Wrap it up. Later on, we can have it in a deeper discussions. Yeah, in the other meeting. Then we have prejudice. What is it? It is about our deep, or it is deeply held negative feeling associated with a particular group. Yeah, it can cause anger, fear, aversion, anxiety, and etc. Then the third, for example, we have racism. What is racism? Yeah, maybe in Indonesia we have the borrowed language of racism, right? racism is an extension of stereotypes and prejudice actually. Then the belief that one race is inherently superior to another. Genetic endowment. Nah, you see about Nazi in our historical period at that time, World War II, right? Yeah. Then the other thing that similar with the racism is ethnocentrism. But please differ between ethnocentrism and racism, yeah, because ethnocentrism is one's own culture is superior to other. Previously about racism is about race, is inherently superior with others, yeah. After knowing about web of identity, and then you need to avoid, yeah, after knowing you need to avoid the dark side of identity. You need to, what is it, spread out the spirit, yeah, as a language learner, right, in our daily communication with others. Yeah, like this nuance, yeah, green, yeah, with a breezy wind, yeah, you can be like that to others. That's why you learn cross-cultural understanding. You will know, yeah, related to linguistic, prescriptive and descriptive point of view. So you can take yourself in a good way, in a good position. So you can treat others well, yeah, and then try to maintain, yeah, your background experience with their background experience, so you can handle the communication smoothly and well. Yeah, related with the identity, types of identity, yeah, it's spread out by Hall, yeah, the expert in CCU. We have 3 levels of identity. The first is about personal, what makes us unique. Then the second one is about the relational identity, yeah, our relation with others. Then the third is about social, or we can call it cultural. In other words, we can call it communal, yeah, identity. Large scale communities such as nation, yeah, Indonesia, Japanese, a country and extra, nationality, and then the other one can be an ethnicity. Then the other one can be, yeah, in the large scale we have gender, religious, or political belief, or political affiliation. Yeah, that's 3 level of identity by Hall can have our selected social identities. That's why in the racial identities we have constructed idea that still persists in some countries. So we need to avoid that one into racism, yeah, tadi, yeah, previously. Then ethnic identity, gender identity, national identity. So we need to overcome all those points, and we make it into a good maintenance of our not just about competence but performance in doing a communication with others. Yep, that's the point. Okay, you can have your coffee or your milk or your snack, yeah, by later on elaborating the further references, yeah, from many books. We have intercultural communication books and so on. So in this step we stop into culture and cultural identity first. Have another meeting that